you have, per some pictures that you sent me, a pretty long heritage with Dean guitars, believe it or not.
Very long heritage.
I mean, I was really like impressed and / blown away by. You know, I mean, you sent me some pictures from way back where you had the ML.
It was like
and
16.
And you were rocking it, man.
Oh, yeah.
And killing it. And then, you know, if you don't mind, give people maybe that haven't been here a little bit of impression on how what it's like inside Dean Guitars, like how the company is and.
It's a very much okay. I've been, you know, sniffing around different companies for years.
Right.
You know, I was at BC Rich for 22 years.
Right.
And when I started there, it was like. It was very much how Dean is now.
Right.
It was guys cutting wood, you know, painting guitars, coming up with great ideas. You could go hang out with the owner of the company all day and laugh and joke and you know and do all those kind of things that solidify a relationship in business beyond business.
Right.
Here at Dean, and me having such a long like love of the guitars.
Right.
It's nice to come to Florida, to hang out, sitting here. I feel like I'm at home. You know, I'm an anxious person generally, and when I come here, I feel right at home and comfortable, and surrounded by just beautiful guitars, beautiful people. You know, conversations. You know, everybody's pretty much on the same page. You know? And a big variety of artists here too.
Yeah, big time, man.
You know, I
big
mean.
Time.
You know, Michael's like sick,
sick,
burning guitar player. Then you got the guys that are super heavy, and you know, and I'm just trying to bring a traditional rock and roll, you know, kind of angle to it, which I think since Elliot Easton and guys like that haven't really been around the company that much, is what the company needs.
Sure, of course.
You know, because I you know, hopefully I can bring this to the country players, because country players dig what I do, and metal guys. So. I just feel it's just getting better every day here, man.
Dude, listen, there's no doubt, man, and you know, it was like an instant kind of family kind of connection when we brought everybody in, the band's here, and you know, just kind of hanging out. And we just went and grabbed some killer Mexican food a few minutes ago, which is awesome.
Hey, we sweated it out at Rocklahoma last year, dude.
Brutal. I mean, it wasn't too bad. I think it was only 135 degrees.
Yeah, so, 100% humidity.
Yeah, well, it wasn't
in
too
a tent,
bad.
In a rubber tent.
In a tent, yeah. Maybe for future reference, put some holes in the top of that tent, you know, or something. That was just, but you know what's so cool though it was I'll never forget. We were standing behind Chad Stewart, your drummer, D-Drum
guy,
our endorser, which is one of our sister companies for those of you that don't know. And I remember looking, you know, everybody was just soaked. I mean, I wasn't even playing.
Yeah,
and I was soaked.
Drenched.
The audience was soaked, but it was like such a nitty-gritty,
dirty,
rock and roll, just gnarly moment.
Oh man!
I was like, man, this is really legit, man, and that's really what kind of sold me. I mean, I'll always be an LA Guns fan, but you know, really getting to kind of be in it.
It's a different chemistry with Jizzy though. Like, it's real.
Oh no,
with Jizzy.
There's no doubt.
Like we just throw down, you know, and especially for an audience like that, like 2,000 people in a tent, with the hot lights. It's already hot. It's already humid. And for everybody to have that much energy for an hour.
Incredible.
You know, Twisted Sister got pissed at us because they were on the main stage, we were in the tent, because the crowd wouldn't leave to go see them.
That was killer.
And no disrespect to Twisted. I mean, you know, I rock out with, you know, D's my buddy.
Right.
And that's the kind of band LA got. We're the spoiler.
It was great.
You know, we're the band, the underdog, always been the underdog, and then we go, and then people are just like, how come I never realized that?
Exactly.
And it's like, well, you know, because we don't want to tell you. You have to see it. You know.
You got to find out for yourself.
Yeah, you know, we're just never been the hype machine.
Well, what's the you know, people want to get information about LA Guns. What's the website? You know, they can check on everything that's going on.
There's a brand new website. It's lagunsofficial.com. And then, of course, there's the MySpaces and the Facebooks, you know, which is MySpace, LA Guns Live, and then Facebook Tracii Guns. That's why I encourage everybody to go.
Awesome.
That gets heat, man.
Well, I know you correspond a lot with the fans directly, you know.
Well, yeah, especially through Facebook, because I feel that Facebook, there's a lot of musicians, and a lot of my fans are musicians, you know, and they have direct access to me. They ask me questions constantly that I can actually answer, which always makes me feel good. And it's just a warm feeling there.
It's awesome.
You know, I mean, it's so weird. It's so cyber and it's so cold in theory, but I enjoy it, and I think that our fans enjoy it too.
Well, let me ask you this. I mean, just kind of in closing, what would you say to a guitar player that knows Dean's for its shapes and is maybe kind of like, you know, I know Dean, you know, I know Dean for this, but now we've got these other things happening. Not only this guitar, but some other new guitars that we've introduced this year. I mean, you know, what would you say to a guitar player in that respect? You know,
well, I would say, you know, especially if the kind of classic shapes we're talking about here, it's just what it is it's an improvement on an older idea.
Right.
You know, it's a better guitar.
Right.
It's the same principles. It's just better. It's more comfortable, tonally, wiring, intonation, weight, consistency.
Yeah, we were big on that one. On the weight. We talked about that quite a bit.
Finishes.
Yep.
You know, I mean, you're talking about real, you know, research that has happened naturally over 25 years, 30 years, that goes into now, you know, these more instantly classic shapes, and definitely more bang for your buck, man.
Oh, definitely.
Definitely more bang for your buck. Like, you know, I mean, that's where it's at. Is, you know, if you're thinking about buying some other guitar, you've got to check out the new shapes here, the new old shapes here, because hey, man, if he's in charge, he doesn't pull no punches. He's not gonna. We're not gonna build a crappy guitar.
Right.
Even the imports are killer.
No, they're awesome.
So
we have artists touring with him on a daily basis.
Well, didn't Dime play an import?
Yeah, he played. He had an import ML that he would usually open the show with. It was like a tobacco. It was a TBC burst. You know. And matter of fact, we have it up in Elliot Dean's office, our owner. You know, we were just hanging out with him a few minutes ago. It's actually in his office on display, and that was that was an imported guitar. Matter of fact, when Daryl came to our facility for the first time, we were sifting through guitars, and he thought that our imports were USA's. He goes, "Man, is this USA?"
Well, yeah, the quality is ridiculous.
It's an import. No way, get out of here.
It's like my Z, you know, with it just sounds. But I put my Z on, like let's say I'm playing my 59 Paul or something, and I put my Z on, which is an import.
Right.
It just howls.
Oh, it's nasty. I remember when that guitar went out. I mean, that was we played tested it. It was gnarly, man.
You know, and I think guys, you know, the most important thing for any guitar player, especially somebody that's good and natural, is to be able to put on an instrument that's more like a comfortable tool or
an extension,
a baseball
maybe,
glove. You know, and that's what we're going for here.
Well, and that's an interesting thing is that everyone from Elliot to our guys in shipping and the wood shop, everyone plays.
Yeah.
So the guys that build the guitars back in the wood shop, Dan and Lou and Mike and all the boys who totally kick ass and knocked your first guitar out almost
those
overnight.
Guys rule.
You know, awesome, man, awesome guys, best in the business. You know, all those guys play. Elliot Dean, our owner, plays.
Dude, he plays with Shanker.
Right. I mean,
he's a monster.
Right, Cactus, Michael Shanker, Mountain. I mean, all these guys. So and everyone involved. Everyone's a player. So when you tell me that, well, hey, I kind of want it to feel like so and so. I know what that is.
Yeah.
The guys in the wood shop, I can say, listen, Tracii said he wants this guitar to feel like so and so, or wants this kind of profile. They know what it is.
They know exactly.
It's not a suit type situation.
Even the wiring, they were more ahead of it than me and you. Like
exactly.
We were trying to figure out what it is about the wiring that I like, and they knew.
And well, Pat Baker, who is our head of our USA assembly shop and our DMT pickup division, we were talking on the phone. And I remember he stuck his head in my office because we're right next to each other, and he goes, "Dude, I got it. Forget it. I already got it." You know? And it was that's just how this rolls, man.
And we're not telling you what it is.
Exactly. But don't open it and mess it up.
Yeah. Don't break it.
But well, man, thanks for hanging out with us today, and we're gonna party tonight.
Yes,
Have
we
a good
are.
time. So there'll be footage of you on our website. I'm sure on the LA Guns site. Doing the show tonight, and we'll get that kicking. The Tracii Guns NashVegas, man. Thanks for getting after.
Give me some dirt.
There it is. Hell yeah, dude.
Brother.
So for everything about the Tracii Guns NashVegas, please visit deanguitars.com, and we'll keep you all up to date on what's going on. There's going to be some exciting stuff happening this year. This is just the beginning. So we're going to get it kicking, and check back as often as you can because there's always something new popping.